Jason Statham, we go to a totally different type of action hero, and this is 91-year-old June Squibb in the film Thelma. Now, this is a film that was released, I think it was last year or something, but it's the basic premise of it is that you meet June Squibb, who plays Thelma, and Thelma is a 90-something-year-old woman who still lives by herself, has a grandson come around most of the time. Her grandson, I think the beginning of the film is all this whole thing about him teaching her how to use the internet. Like, this is how you scroll, this is what you click on, and all that kind of stuff. So you get the idea she's a 91-year-old who, like a lot of 91-year-olds, there's a whole modern stuff that sort of passed her by. And you get there that she loves her grandson. She hangs out with him a lot. He's a little bit of a slacker who he's a bit directionless, doesn't know where he's going in life. And one day she receives a phone call of somebody saying, hi, grandma. She's like, Danny, is that you? He's like, yeah, it's me. Oh no, I hit this woman. She was pregnant. I hit her with a car. There's going to be a lawyer who's going to call you, and you just need to do what the lawyer says. And so she gets another phone call, and it's like a lawyer who says, oh yeah, we need some money to actually help Danny out and everything like that. Could you wire 10,000? Could you send 10,000? We don't need it electronically. We need it in cash. Put it in cash, go to the post office, send it to this address. While she's going to the post office, she's trying to phone her daughter, her daughter who is her grandson's mum, and the daughter doesn't pick up the phone, trying to phone the boy's dad, nothing happens, and then she puts the money in the letterbox, and then obviously, as you can figure out, she's gotten scammed. She's gotten scammed because there's nothing wrong with her grandson. He was at home asleep and all that. But because she got scammed out of $10,000, and the police are like, we don't really know we can't really follow this up. There's nothing much you can do. And she hears them talking about her. There's this whole thing that where she has a hearing aid in. And there's a thing in the film where once she takes a hearing aid out, you don't really hear that much because you're hearing what she hears. And so she's hearing her family talking about her and saying, oh my God, we know that she can't live by herself anymore. This stuff is just going to happen. And she hates that because she's fiercely independent. She takes her hearing aids out. And the next day, she resolves that this is it. I'm going to get my money back. And so she starts off on what's she, a nonagerian quest to figure out to find out what the address is, how she's going to go about it. The first support, of course, that she goes to an old people's home where one of her friends, who's played by Richard Roundtree, Shaft himself, where he lives, and she realized that he has a scooter, like this souped up scooter and so she decides, you know what, I need that scooter because I can't walk around, and I need to get around. What city are they in? I can't remember, but she needs to get around. I think it's LA. She needs to get around LA to figure out who has taken this thing and get her money back. And so she steals his scooter. He decides to come along for the ride. So a lot of this film is these two sort of like, old people essentially just going around on this scooter trying to find who's taking her money. So she ends up going to another person's house to get a gun so she can go to this place to go find the people. And the film is styled like an action movie. Like even the music, there's bits where they do the music, and there's bits where they do even the titles are done like a 70s TV show along with the music and everything like that. There is a bit that I am convinced is a reference to, Starsky and Hutch. Whenever they would run to the car and then they would slide over the bonnet of the car and then go to the other side. There's a bit that's done that only that it's done and it's treated like this big stunt. And it's essentially a 91-year-old woman rolling on a bed to sort of try and get somewhere. And everything is fraught with danger because she could have a fall at any moment. So it's a very funny film. It's a very funny film, but also quite a poignant film about growing older and what it means to be growing older and what it means. Like there's conversations that she has with Ben, the Richard Roundtree character, and how he talks about, he's like, look, we think we can do everything that we used to be able to do, but we need to be honest with ourselves that we can't. Our time has passed. We cannot do what we were able to do. And she flat out refuses to accept that. And it's, I don't want to talk about where it goes to or talk about whether she gets her money back or anything like that, but I thought this film was an absolute delight. I thought it was brilliant. I thought Gene Squibb was brilliant. I thought Fred Hetchinger, Clark Gregg, Parker Posey, her again, Parker Posey plays his mum. Parker Posey, Malcolm McDowell shows up.
Oh,
Yeah, Malcolm McDowell shows up in the film. I thought that it was wonderful. I thought it was brilliantly put together. It is small. It is about 90 minutes. It's great. I'm giving this film 4 out of 5. I think it's great. But I think if for no other reason, because June Squibb, she's just one of these screen presents that just makes you go, oh. And now they've given her a gun. they've taken an grandma screen presence and given her a gun. So 4 out of 5. It is available on Sky Movies or Sky Cinema or Now TV, excuse me, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. Go watch it. You will not be disappointed.